We headed on down to Bungie to see Destiny 2 the final shape ahead of its launch. Here are the 5 biggest things we've learned about the next major Destiny 2 expansion. Number 1. Prismatic is incredibly strong. It turns out combining abilities from all 5 other subclasses into one hybrid subclass lets you make incredibly powerful and flexible builds that use all your favourite stuff. Prismatic's ability to cherry-pick the best stuff from each subclass and use other elements to offset their weaknesses is huge. There will still be incentives to use the 5 base subclasses, and Bungie's explicitly said that it doesn't want Prismatic to replace the subclasses it's borrowing from. But there are so many possibilities in this new hybrid that it's hard to imagine using anything else. Number 2. Prismatic's Transcendence ability is available all the time. A big portion of Prismatic's power comes from its unique Transcendence ability. It's a new energy bar below your super that charges up whenever you deal light or dark based damage. Once you fill the light and dark bars, you can pop Transcendence to recharge your grenade, melee and class abilities, buff their recharge rate, and unlock a special 2-in-1 grenade unique to your class. These special grenades can be devastating, and the high ability uptime makes for a lot of ability damage. Transcendence is also unexpectedly quick to charge up, to the point that you can spend a huge chunk of most activities actively transcendent. Number 3. Bungie learned from the Lightfall campaign. The presentation and pacing for the Final Shapes campaign seems dramatically improved compared to Lightfall's lackluster story. I still have a lot of questions about the overall story, but what I saw felt focused and suitably dramatic. An especially big improvement is the way Prismatic is woven into the story compared to Strand in Lightfall. The light and dark theme of the new subclass works perfectly with the Final Shapes narrative, and unlocking new prismatic powers is a smooth grind tied to the campaign, rather than a tedious one tied to a resource. Number 4. The Dread feel very different to fight. The new enemy race, the Dread, is a big addition to the Destiny 2 sandbox. From the flying Grimbats to the Strand and Stasis-equipped Dread that will crowd control you, the Dread significantly alter the feel of many encounters in a way we haven't seen really since the Tormentor was added back in Lightfall. You can't just mow them down with eye-level headshots the way you do most adds. You have to adjust your targeting for some unfamiliar crit spots, and they'll also force you to move around a bit more than most enemies. Number 5. The Pale Heart is pretty creepy. Bungie is secretly one of the best cosmic horror studios in the industry, and that's plain to see in the unnerving environments and details in the new destination, the Pale Heart. The realm inside the Traveller can be beautiful, but also horrifying. Grabby hands and wailing faces protrude from the walls. Tragic statues guard ominous halls, and more literal darkness gives the landscape a dreary air. This is very much the team that brought us the Season of the Haunted, Trevor the Killer Zamboni, and incredible missions like Presage. Bungie is back on its horror vibe, and it feels great.